Bruce here with Gulf Coast Home Loans. Just coming on here to go live just for a few minutes to discuss the upcoming seminar I have that's going to be going on next Tuesday, June 16th, in two locations here in Crystal Beach. We'll be having that at a lunch and learn. It's going to be from noon until 1:30 at FOE Eagles on Highway 87. And that is brought to you by Bolivar Peninsula Vision and FOE Eagles. And I have a very special guest that I'm bringing in for both of these seminars. His name is Loren Riddick. He is the National Director of Reverse Mortgage for Nexa Lending. And he's also accredited as a certified reverse mortgage professional, CRMP. There's only 200 of those in the nation, and he is one of them. And he's been doing this for more than 20 years. He's heard all the stories that you've heard about it, and he's going to be debunking a lot of the stuff that you've heard that you think is true because that's what you heard. So I'm really excited that he's going to make the time to be here for us. Again, in Crystal Beach on Tuesday, June 16th at noon. And then we're doing it again at 4 p.m. in Galveston at Marmo Plaza from 4 until 5:30, both on Tuesday the 16th. Just wanted to give you a little bit of what we're going to be discussing, give you kind of an idea of what we're going to be going over. So it's called Senior Freedom Seminar. It's Unlocking Home Equity in Retirement. And kind of the subline here is, what if everything you heard about reverse mortgages is wrong? And, I know a lot of us already have, our preconceptions about what it is, and maybe you've heard bad things about it and you don't want anything to do with it, and I understand that. But at least hear this out, and maybe it's right for you or someone you know. And listen, I wouldn't be involved with it if I didn't think that it had a place, and if it wasn't going to be a good fit for some people, for the people who need it. It's not for everybody, but it might be something you can use or your family member could use. So let's get into it. Financial reality. Does any of this sound familiar? The challenge: you've worked your whole life, yet property taxes, insurance, and maintenance costs continue to mount. And so what if your home could be working for you? Most of us spend our whole life paying for our home, and maybe a lot of you out there get your home paid off, and now you just pay taxes and insurance, and you keep the maintenance and upkeep on the home. And at some point, your heirs are going to take it. They're going to have the home. And that's kind of the way a lot of us were, taught, and that's just the way it was. But there's some new tools now for seniors who own a home to really have more financial freedom. And that's what this seminar is going to be all about. So most seniors don't even know that these tools exist. And like I said earlier, it's been really misunderstood for a long time, reverse mortgage has. So like I mentioned, our guest speaker, Loren Riddick, he's been in the reverse space for over 20 years and in the mortgage industry for close to 30 years, over 600 million in career loan volume. And he is a CRMP, like I said, no more than 200 of those in the nation. So he's just going to make it plain and simple. When you come to this seminar, of course, we'll be answering your questions, but it's just going to be made plain and simple for you in plain English, so you'll understand how it works and if it can work for you. Now, like I said, it's 2 days only. It's 1 day, 2 events, 1 day with 2 events, noon here in Crystal Beach at Eagles, and then at 4 p.m. over in Galveston at Marmo Plaza. Now, who's this designed for? We've got tailored insights for 3 different groups of people. If you're a senior homeowner, 62 or older, we're going to be exploring equity funding options to secure a comfortable and stable retirement. We'll talk about how you can sell your current home and purchase a new home using a reverse mortgage and not have a monthly mortgage payment. We're going to discuss that. If you're an adult child of a senior, your senior parents, and you're concerned about, what's going to happen with them, they're on a fixed income. Maybe they're reluctant to going into a retirement center or retirement community. They'd like to stay in their home. And maybe some of you are thinking, wow, I can't really afford to put my parents in, retirement center with the cost being what they are. So this is something that you'll want to learn about, because with a reverse mortgage, they can stop that mortgage payment if they still have one, stay in the home, even get some money coming to them monthly to pay for in-home health care. So it's a nice option that is available. And then third, this is going to be for our real estate professionals. I really want our agents here in the Crystal Beach and Galveston area to pay attention to this and come to it, because it's another tool that you have to help your client base. A lot of you don't know that, clients can buy a home using a reverse mortgage. We're going to show you how that works at this seminar. But think about it. You've got a client in San Antonio, Austin, up in Houston, and they want to sell their home and move to the beach. And they're going to take that equity from that home that they sell, put a portion of it on the down payment, not have a mortgage payment, and just pay your taxes and insurance and the upkeep on the home. And you talk about a win-win. Now that you've got someone who always wanted to move to the beach, they have the beach home, sold the other home, and they don't have a mortgage payment. So they've got more financial freedom to do the things they want to do in their later years. So come, if you're a real estate agent, and learn about these programs. And the reverse mortgage today is not what you think. It's not what it used to be. It used to be a predatory type of loan, and a lot of really unscrupulous people back in the day took advantage of people. And a lot of you've heard these stories, but I want you to know, and the first thing I want to say is, this is not what it used to be. It is backed by the FHA. So there's already a safeguard because of FHA, and anyone who is interested in doing a reverse mortgage program has to have counseling to make sure it fits, make sure it's the right program, make sure, it's going to work for you. So just want you to know that before you even come out to our seminar. Myth number one, big one that you hear all the time. I hear it all the time. Yeah, the bank owns your home. The bank's going to take your home. Well, the truth is, you retain full ownership and title to that home, just as you do with the traditional mortgage, as long as you pay your property taxes and insurance and you maintain upkeep on the home. That's just like a forward mortgage. Stop paying your property taxes and insurance and see what happens. Bank's going to come take your home. So it's no different. So bank doesn't want your home. They want you to have the freedom to have some more of your own funds, the money you have spent and earned the entire time you've been making payments on that home that's sitting there, that you don't have access to any other way than doing this. Could do a cash out refinance, but a lot of you who are on fixed income, you can't do a cash out refinance because you can't qualify and you can't make the payment. So this closes that gap. Myth number two, your heirs will lose everything. And it's just not true. Reverse mortgages include they're non-recourse loans. You're protected. If the loan balance exceeds the home's value for any reason, the FHA covers the difference. There's FHA insurance. There's a cost for that, but it's there to provide an added layer of protection. It shields heirs from personal liability. So you're not, if you outlive the mortgage, or you think your parents are going to outlive the mortgage, you really can't, because that FHA insurance, it assures you that you're going to have 5% equity in that home, regardless of the market conditions, how much you took. That's what that FHA protection is for. So what happens if you pass on or you move out? You're going to move from the home and it's going to go to your heirs. The same thing would happen anyway. They're going to either take it over, they're going to start making the payments on it, or they're going to sell it and split the equity among the children. So it's really no different. And so the other myth is it's a last resort for, desperate seniors. And that's not the case. It's a financial strategy tool. Another tool, if you've got your finances, you've got a financial planner that's putting money into different investments, and you've got a retirement account that's paying you and annuities paying you. This is just another tool that you have, because for most people, the equity you have in your home is often the largest asset that you own. But again, you don't have access to it, right? You can't just tap into that and use it as needed. But these programs allow you to do that. And come and learn about this. You're really going to learn some things that you didn't know. And some of you are going to be able to use these programs. That's why I'm bringing this, and it's why I'm passionate about it. As I mentioned, you can sell a home and buy your next home. This is valuable for real estate agents to know this, because if someone wants to sell, they want to right size, but they always wanted to live at the beach. Man, let's retire and move to the beach. So they can sell that home up in Houston or San Antonio and take that equity, unlock that equity, and leverage that for the next property. You can put down 40, 50%. If you're putting down 40, 50%, you don't have to make a monthly mortgage payment on that new home. That gives you more financial freedom. You've got more income because you're not spending, $2,500, $3,500, $4,500 a month on your mortgage payment. So imagine what you can do with that, with your family. You get to do things. You may take vacations, just things like that. So you have no mandatory monthly payment. Okay. We're going to talk about it, show you how all of this works. It's not magical. You'll see it. You'll take some stuff away with you that will help you understand how these programs work and if it works for you. This is a very little known. I guarantee you 99% of people don't realize this exists. And it's like, if you've ever heard of a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, this is like that, but it's for reverse mortgage. So you can do a home equity line of credit if you're not selling your home, wherever you are. If you own that home, you've got a great deal of equity, you can take a line of credit out and let it sit there. And if you don't ever touch that line of credit, it's earning interest on, and you only pay on usage. You only pay interest on any of it you use. But if you take out and do a line of credit and you don't touch it, you're earning interest year over year. So imagine that 6.5% right now is what it's earning. So if you got a $300,000 line of credit, you've got almost $20,000 in equity at the end of the year. What could you do with that? Don't touch that $300,000, leave it there. But with that $20,000 you earned over the year, pay your property taxes, pay your insurance, take a vacation. It's there, and this is the only way you can use it. So that line of credit is a really valuable tool for a lot of folks. And like already talked about this, you can buy your home and skip that payment. So if you want to live, take the equity out of your home, move to another location, it gives you enhanced cash flow. You have full ownership. The title and ownership is in your name, and you retain that until you either pass or you move or sell the home. You keep full ownership. So this is going to be an educational event. I have Lauren coming in. He's flying in and be here just for a day and a half with us to go over this. This is education. I'm not coming in here trying to sell you anything. I just want you to understand what this is and how valuable it can be for the right folks. So we're going to give you that presentation, an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. There'll be a Q&A session at Eagles from noon to 1:30. If you register in advance, they're going to provide lunch for you. So make sure you register so we'll know you're coming and can have lunch there ready for you. And then you'll have some stuff to take away with you. You're going to leave knowing more than you came with, and you're going to know if these programs might work for you or someone in your family. And for the realtors, you'll have it to be able to discuss with potential sellers and buyers. So let us know you're coming. Register. I've made these registrations available. You can click on either one of these. If you are viewing this on your computer, just hold your phone up and you can register for either one. If you see the one that's on the left of the screen there, that is for Crystal Beach, and the one on the right of the screen is for Galveston. If you're not scanning the QR code, that's fine. You can just go to gulfcoastreverse.com and you can click on either one of you can click on Galveston or Crystal Beach and get signed up. So we know you're coming, we can plan for you. So that's really all I have today. I didn't want to give you a whole lot. Just want to tell you what to expect when you come out. So I do have a full video that I've already done with Lauren where we talk a little bit more about this and what we're going to be presenting. If you'd like to watch that, go to my YouTube channel. You can click on that QR right there at the bottom of the screen. Scan that. It'll take you over to my YouTube channel and you can watch that full video. It's at Gulf Coast Home Loans on YouTube. I hope to see you there. So senior homeowners, adult children of senior homeowners, and real estate professionals, this is for you. And Lauren's bringing the goods. Can't wait to present this. We'll see you there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. It's Bayside Bruce. I will see you guys next time.